When I was 15 years old, it was the height of the Cold War between the US and Russia. And my family was visiting with my mother's cousin's family. And I distinctly remember a conversation with my mother's cousin's husband, a very smart man. And he was totally convinced that Russia was going to end up dominating the world, and we should learn the Russian language very fast. And of course, that didn't happen. If anything, Russia definitely lost its influence, even the influence it had then. So the point I want to make out of this is very often we extrapolate too far into the future. We try to make our plans or ideas go too far, taking all sorts of assumptions into consideration, or there are all sorts of assumptions that may or may not come true. And so we can err on the side of planning too far ahead, as contrasted with not planning far enough ahead. Or if we're going to plan, that we plan in a way that we're more focused on, well, maybe some flexibility. Well, if it goes this way, we can do this. If it goes that way, we can do that. But focus more on being able to respond powerfully to more short-term facts that that need to be dealt with, or can be dealt with a lot of certainty, compared to long-term projections of how things are going to turn out. Another area, I mean, for years and for decades and decades and decades, and even before then, many smart people were predicting, the scarcity in this area, or all sorts of people starving in this area, or the prices of certain things going sky high and being unavailable to people. And almost all of those things never ever happened. But they wrote books about them, and they were so sure about them, and many people who read those books became sure about those things too. So I think it behooves us to be careful that we don't actually try to plan too long range, to be too certain about what we think is going to go, whether it's going to go this way or that way, or some even way we don't even know about at this time, and to choose courage to accept that unknown about the future. And in that way, we're actually much more likely to be able to respond to the future as it comes with our eyes open, rather than responding to something that we thought for sure was going to happen that didn't happen. Thank you.